Have you ever wondered how an anonymous Instagram account could generate over $500,000 in passive income? Well, it's not just a fantasy. It's my reality. I embarked on the journey of building Instagram profiles 2 years ago, starting with little knowledge, and managed to transform it into a lucrative venture. The operation now largely operates on autopilot. If you adhere to the blueprint I'm about to unveil, I'm confident that you'll achieve comparable results and profits. So without delay, let's dive in. Step 1. Start an Instagram account about something you're passionate about. You're going to be spending a lot of time making content around this topic, so it needs to be something that you're actually interested in. If not, you'll probably start to go crazy and lose motivation. I've grown successful accounts in the travel, sports, health, and fitness niches, so you can really find an audience for almost anything these days. Step 2. Download the software you'll need to run this account. You're going to need a video editor for Reels and a simple design studio to create posts. If you're a student, you can get the Adobe Creative Cloud for under $15 per month. This includes Adobe Premiere Pro and gives you access to Photoshop and Illustrator. But if you're looking for the easiest budget options, then CapCut is great for video editing, and Canva is great for creating designs. In fact, I personally just used Canva to grow my first ever account to over 1.5 million followers. Step 3. We need to start making posts. But in order to do this effectively, we're going to need to understand how the Instagram algorithm works today. If you want to go viral and grow quickly, I'm going to let you in on a little secret that might blow your mind. Likes don't matter anymore. Or at least, they aren't what you should be targeting when you create your content. Instagram's algorithm actually places far more weight on these 3 things: watch time, meaning how long somebody spends looking at your content; saves, meaning how many times viewers click to save the content; and shares, meaning how many times viewers share the content to their story or send it to a friend. According to information I found online, the typical impression to time spent looking at a post on Instagram is between 3 and 5 seconds. That tells us that people don't usually stay for very long. For saves, it's about 5 saves for every 1,000 impressions, and for shares, it's about 2 shares for every 1,000 impressions. Think about that. The average Instagram post lasts 3 seconds. Every 1,000 people share it to their story or send it to a friend. But if we look at some of my most viral posts, we can see that they all far exceeded what is considered normal, and in some cases, actually 10x them. But what does this mean to you? The reason I'm showing you all this is so while you create your clips and posts, you can try to take advantage of what works and get as much reach as possible. So with all that in mind, let's start creating some viral posts. First, I'm going to show you how to create some simple posts using Canva. For the sake of this example, let's say that your channel is all about motivation. We can come into Canva and create a post like this. The first slide is bold and gets the viewer to really stop and look. We actually have a name for this. We call it the hook. This first slide contrasts well, gets someone to stop, and sparks a level of intrigue so they want to find out more. Next, we can come into ChatGPT and ask it to give us 7 motivational quotes about success. The cool thing is with ChatGPT, you can get super specific with this. Like if your page is all about sports, we can ask it to give us quotes by famous athletes or even by a specific person. Once you find one you like, we need to create a voiceover for it. Now you can record yourself if you want, but you can also use a text-to-speech AI to do this for you, especially if you want to try to get a voice that matches what's being said. For this, we will come into 11 Labs, which is by far the best AI voice generator on the market right now. You can clone voices or generate your own, and you can play around with the stability and pitch to get it exactly how you want it to sound. Here's how our example sounds for now. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Next, we need to animate this so it looks nice. We can add a cool background that is related to the quote or has a similar vibe. But in order to not copyright anyone else's art, we need to come to Midjourney. Now, Midjourney is paid, but you can also use Stable Diffusion or Leonardo, which are also free AI photo generators. Since our quote has 3 main sections, I'll ask Midjourney to create 3 photos for us to use. We're going to ask it for a Renaissance-style painting of ancient Greek philosophers, happiness, and someone thinking. Once we're happy with our AI images, we can drag them over to our video editing software. Today, I'll use CapCut because there's a free version and it's really accessible. You can drag your images in and match them to the audio. And finally, we want to create auto captions by clicking here. Remember, for the hook, you want it to ignite as much interest as possible. Now, this is just one style of what's currently working well for viral content, but in future videos, I'll be walking you through how to make even more engaging reels, so make sure to subscribe to see more. Step 5. Now that you've created your content, it's time to start sharing. But before you click share, here's a quick checklist to run through and understand how viral this content will be. Just ask yourself these questions. Will people stop and look at this for a few seconds? Will people want to share this to their story or send it to a friend? Will people want to comment and give their opinion on it? Will people want to save this for later to come back to? And does this content provide value and substance? If you can answer yes to all of these, then you have a viral post. Make sure to take a screenshot of that or come back to this part of the video because this is literally my golden formula for Instagram growth hacking. I promise it works. Okay, so back to step 5, we can start posting. A good rule of thumb is to post once a day. You definitely don't want to drown your audience with content, but you don't want to become irrelevant either. If you try to post too much, you might burn out your audience. So my recommendation is to always focus on quality instead of quantity. Step 6. Continue doing what's effective. For instance, I observed that my audience was highly engaged with slide posts, so I increased their frequency, yielding great results. Instagram provides valuable insights like reach, traffic sources, and engagement metrics such as likes, shares, and saves. Those who excel on Instagram are those who analyze these insights and integrate successful strategies into their upcoming content. Step 7. Monetize your account. All the work we've done in the previous 6 steps means pretty much nothing if we don't find a way to make actual money. And this is where a lot of creators really struggle. But I'm telling you, it's doable. I've been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars from Instagram accounts. I've actually found several creative ways we can do this, and I'll be going over all of them in future videos, so make sure you're subscribed. But for today, we're going to focus on advertisements. Companies pay big bucks to target people online who are interested in searching for their products. So of course, companies would be happy to pay thousands of dollars to be in front of a niche audience like yours. I'll show you how to make this a reality. Let's just say that your account focuses on investing. They could make a fortune by advertising for day trading companies or finance apps like Robinhood. Most of these companies don't even know that these creators exist, so you need to actually reach out to them. Here's how you can reach out to them directly and set up an advertising deal where you make thousands of dollars. Go to their company LinkedIn and search for social media under people. Then go ahead and add them and send them a message like this. Hey Anna, I run the page at Finance Tips 101 on Instagram. We've built a very engaged audience of over 100,000 followers who are interested in all things personal finance. I'm currently filling out ad slots for the month of June and was curious if Robinhood would be interested in our exposure. Let me know, thanks. This message is friendly to the point and shows you know what you're talking about. You can also attach a media kit that has your insights on there for her to look at. Once she responds, you can begin negotiating. The most I've ever been paid for a single post was $5,000. I'm not saying this to brag. I just want you to know that there are some big bucks in this. Here's the bottom line. Success on Instagram is a marathon, not a sprint. It's tempting to pour all your energy into creating 5 perfect posts. But the real key is consistency. Show up every day and aim to make each post better than the last. The truth is, many people burn out because they struggle to stay consistent. So don't worry about being the best right out of the gate. Focus on showing up regularly, and over time, you'll find that lasting longer than the competition is a more achievable goal. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Inflow for more content like this.